Yes, so my name is Svitlana Tarasenko. I'm PhD in economic science, and how I deals with AI. Yes, so my name is Svitlana Tarasenko. Do you remember maybe processes of technology transfer? Yes, and we have invention, then we have innovation, then we have design of products and services, and the last stage is diffusion of technology. Yes, so it's like a transfer of technology in all world. Yes, and if we thought about AI, mostly we are now in the step of innovation. Yes, and in some part of world also we have design of products and design of services, but we have no diffusion. Yes, and so I mostly in a state of design of products and services. So I thinking, yes, and imagine products, writing some ideas about prototypes, and after that describing with AI partners, yes, with who can do that to those application, how to do. How to make that application and involve in using that application society as a whole, or maybe or some part of society. So, and if about my research work, yes, mostly I would like to estimate efficiency of using AI in industry, but sometimes I would like to estimate AI impact to another process as example in culture sphere or maybe in social sphere and so on. But today my topic is AI and job market. Yes, and I would like to present my ideas, my vision and opinion, what I think about that tendency in job market and what we can do. Yes, my proposal, what we can do in civic education for working with that processes. And first, my question is for you. Maybe we can think about if you, example, have 3 hours of work. Yes, and after that that you receive $100. Yes, so $100 per 3 hours. But also you have the same opportunity. You can do nothing, and after that receive the same $100. So what is way will be more preferable for you? First one or second one, yes? Mm, a little thinking, yes. And so, what is your answer? Maybe your own opinion, but in any way, yes, mostly, from my opinion, yes, most of people would like to have lazy time and the same money, yes. And it is not like impressive answer and so on. It is like historical view and historical desire, yes, through all decades, how people would like to spend their time. Yes, don't work. Yes, even in ancient Greece we have the same. So have lazy time, have fun, and so on. It's like internal desire of people. And that's why AI that we have today, it's only like our desire, yes, implementation of our desire don't work. And in any way, we need to improve that AI, yes, and after that, using our time in another way. If you can see my next slide, yes. In that slide, you can see picture work of a French photographer, Vincent Frenier, from the man-machine series. And here you can see fiction, yes, where robot interact with people. In why I present that picture in my presentation, because if you look at that picture, yes, mostly you focus on the robot, yes, and focus is the main person in that picture. So not boy, not girl, yes, not like nature, only like main attention in that picture we have to the robot who playing, yes. And in that way, we can think that if our attention in current environment will be focusing only on what is AI, yes, and is it good for us? After that, it's like flexible time, yes, in which more focus start to be on the robot, yes, and on the AI. But if our attention will be in another, yes, how, not what is it, what is AI, and is it good or not for us? Mostly how to use AI in better way, yes, how to work with robot with AI. After that, it will be better opportunity for us to really construct a better environment and increasing our quality of life. And in that way, question for discussion in my presentation, first is change in the labor market deals with AI. Second one is role of civic education in preparing citizens for changing employment condition. That what a skill we need to improve in the AI environment. Also, I would like to discuss with you about change in the labor market of the civic sector associated with AI. And last one, about human-robot partnership. So, and if we look at 5 key points that I would like to discuss with you. First one is that impact of AI on the labor market will depend on how it will adopt it and how quickly companies integrate it in their place. So it's like first my conclusion from my research. Another one that AI is the same time is environment and tool for civic education. So from one hand is a tool, is instrument, is application, yes, and we can use it in different way, in different workplace. But from another way, AI is environment. Yes, AI is like a new condition of living. Yes, in which we can touch to robot, we can work with robot, we can think with robot, we can improve our decision with AI. Third key point is that we have in such condition new educational results. Yes, AI literacy, and that AI literacy will need some indicators for estimation, and after that it will be like new competences. Yes, that also we need to estimate. First one key point is that direction for educational program. In that way, we have example technical literacy, we have adaptation to different application, how to use database for storing a resume and so on. Also, new direction for educational program can be ethical operation and technical aspect of AI implementation. And last one key point, yes, that involving robot, so it's like a result of AI, as partners in society will require there of its civic education. So it's last point of my presentation. And if we look detailing of that key point, so I would like to start with job market today. We have gig economy, you know about that. So we have the market of short-term work. Yeah, so a lot of short work, and all time we need to think what is work we would like to have, and certain. Another one tendency of the market this that in mid 21, mid 22, we have after pandemic, yes, a lot of flights from record high. So we had yes a lot of reopening job. So it's like was highest level maybe 20 years or period of 20 years. And the time received a name of Great Resignation. So and in that condition, employees could to choose, yes, have work or maybe receive a new job or get raise and so on. But from the summer, yes, from summer of that years, the situation little change. First of all, it deals with increasing rate of credit from USA, and after that the market start to decrease, yes. And now in the USA, and also USA as one of the huge economies in the world, influence another country to that tendency, we have decreasing of new opening the position in all world, yes. So it's like the market today, and if also we think about cycle of economy, yes, and if example we have we start to come to the new line of economy development, yes. So we start to from depression, yes, state come to the up to the line of development. In that way, now we have transform, yes, of the market, because some industry will be closed, yes, another industry will development, and so that's why a lot of enterprises will be closed in closer future, yes. And of course, it require another jobs, another skills, and so on. And it will be not a very big period like of new line of development. It's like approximately 10, 15 years only to 2013, yes, but 2013, 2025, but it depends on country, yes. That's why the market will be transformed, yes, and in very high level. So, and it's about general characteristic of the market, but if we look at list of faster growing occupation and faster shrinking occupation, yes, you can see that to the most, yes, losing, yes, job today, of course, we have data entry operator, secretary, accountant, yes, also is we have losses in postal services offices, in legislator and official, also is traveling salesman and related profession. If you look at fastest, yes, growing occupation, of course, it's mostly all occupation deals with AI, yes. It's like robotic specialist, also electrical engineer, as example, agriculture equipment operator, or maybe fintech specialist or business analyst. Also, it is interesting sustainability, and also one of the fastest growing occupation, yes. Information security expert, or as example, data engineer also include in list of fastest growing occupation. And so what is change? Yes, we have in the labor market deals with AI. First of all is absolute job losses. Yes, absolute job losses we have in data entry operators, secretaries, and accountants. Then increasing digitalization will also be a driver for job creation. It maybe could predict, or maybe could not, but in any way, a lot of experts say that a lot of job creation will be produced. Also, Igor, yes, in previous our lecture described about it, but it depends. Yes, so can know 100 percent, yes, that AI create bigger number of jobs that we lose. And another change in the labor market deals with AI is that jobs in the health, education, and social services sectors less likely to be automated, and because they require more human interaction and empathy. But it is also unpredictable, because healthcare system now one of the main sectors in which providing different equipments with AI. Yes, robot that can help with patients. Yes, also like social robots that can help with people who have those disabilities. So it's also depends. And last one changes that I determine integration AI into the workplace also gives employees the opportunity to learn new skills and advance their careers. How it can be look? So of course it's AI literacy. Yes, of course it's maybe better understanding of people, better communication, and after that do and making decision in highest levels of proof. Yes, so with AI you can receive, you can produce better, like more powerful proof for any decision making. That's why it, of course, can increase, yes, your career and your skills. So another interesting tendency that we have in the market is role transformation. Of course, you know that AI stuff, yes, is more interesting for different companies today. Now, yes, especially in programming sector, in IT sector, or even in very simple profession, like example, in Starbucks, yes, if you would like to be barista, yes, you know, you also need to work with application of Starbucks, and Starbucks, you know, one of the interesting bank today in the USA, yes, and also they during pandemic developed a card system, yes, in which you can buy different like buy different coffee cups, yes, and so on, and other services from Starbucks. So, and requirements for barista in Starbucks, yes, necessary knowledge, yes, in using different application and also AI, because that card system of Starbucks gathering a lot of information from consumers, yes, and that's why it gives a lot of opportunity for AI analysis that information, and after that propose a better proposition, yes, for those consumers. So it's about not only IT sector, but yes, it's about like restaurants, yes, about cafe. So another tendency deals with transformation roles. It's that AI change traditional role in IT sector, but of course by automating routine work. And it's like when, as I said previously, when IT specialists need to adapt to the AI knowledge, to the AI conclusion, and work with that conclusion. Yes, so if AI gives that proposal, IT specialists need to involve that information to their decision, to yes, own decision, and after that. Yes, it's a collaboration of AI and specialists. Of course, needs some skill and need a huge level of adaptation, because you need to involve in your decision and you need to adapt yes, to thinking of another, not people, yes, to another technology, yes, to robot. And but of course, IT professional can collaborate with AI and improve productivity and decision making. And another tendency that deals with transformation of role, that we receive new roles that did not exist before, and is role deals with necessary of providing ethical operation and technical aspect of AI implementation. So we need, as example, AI ethicists, yes, we need AI trainers, AI engineers, and also we have example some people who will check regulatory mechanism of AI using an AI implementation. So it's new role, so it's will be a new professional, new occupations in our environment. So, and role of civic education in preparing citizens for that new environment, of course, it's what change have already taken place in the educational market related to the AI implementation, first of all. So what we have, yes, vacancies have appeared, yes, and first of all, requirement for all vacancies, yes, it's using ability to use AI tools. They said for barista, yes, but here example of copywriter, yes. So they need to know different AI systems. Of course, we have huge number of courses today, yes, and training that propose to use neural networks for various tasks. Yes, so to study how how to involve AI, yes, in different daily tasks in different occupation. And third one, we have new educational outcomes, literacy, and that's why, of course, in civic education need to work with the new programs for development of that universal competence. And question, yes, is will the very core of this competence be preserved? Yes, and will there be new approaches to their assessment? And how will education practices change? So it's a question for civic educational practices, yes, and how it can be, yes, it depends on what is methodology, what is regulation we will produce, yes, in civic sector, and how we can improve in it, depend on AI technology implementation. What skills need to be improved at the AI environment? Of course, we can think about technical literacy skills, analytical skills, yes, because if we compare AI and us as humans, yes, that's why we need to be competitive, we need to improve our analytic skills. Of course, we need to think about our adaptation. So adaptation deals with how to involve robotics and AI in our life, and it needs adaptation from human side. It is difficult, yes, especially because humans, as you know, have no very high adaptation even among humans. But if we work with robots, it's a huge effort for humans too. And also in that environment, we need to develop our another abilities, is creativity, critical thinking, and empathy. Yes, and even we imagine that AI can be in every step of our life. Yes, like example, in school, in university, at the university, even in the street, yes, all processes among us, yes, will be with AI, but that abilities like critical thinking, creativity, now mostly AI have no, yes, AI can only gather information, make some analytics, and cannot produce new knowledge. Yes, that's why our abilities that we have now in like empathy, creativity, and critical thinking. So it's our human ability. That's why we need to develop it for a huge level. And here from that slide, you can see you can receive information as to what is profession now at the market, and the job market can be performed with AI degree. It's of course mostly technical profession, yes, but example computer vision engineer or maybe robotics engineer, also natural language processing engineer, machine learning engineer, as I said, but also it's economic, yes, profession like a product manager, like business analyst, or maybe also research science. All this proportion can be increasing their potential if you use AI application or AI programming. Yes, but interesting that when we discussed with one of the USA programmer from Amazon, yes, and he worked with the field of AI and humor, yes, and so he would like to, and so back in Amazon, teaching AI to make that or those dogs, yes, and when I asked him, so how you test, yes, so how you improve possibility of AI to make job, yes, to make some funny. He says mostly it's testing purposes, so it's like, as example, they programming into AI Yes, maybe some tales, maybe some stories. Yes, and so I, after analysis that information, can make some docs. Yes, so docs. Yes, so sometimes it's funny, sometimes it's not, but it's only testing. And but what is problem? Yes, AI. Yes, if so, it's like closed system. Yes, and so after, as example, 500 times, yes, it's like given some mistake, yes, and so that mistake like new knowledge for that AI system, and so he start to educate AI in that on own mistake, yes. So, and that's why after example 1 million times, yes, AI system closed, yes, because have no all time will be not relevant information, not right dogs dogging, yes, as example. So it's about cases, yes, but in any way, it's like environment of the open and so on. So what we have changed, what change we have in the labor market in civic sector associated with AI? So of course, mostly it's the same, like in general. AI can help, yes, non-profit organization to help streamline the operation and achieve their goals. And for example, GPT-4, yes, has the potential to transform, yes, how non-profits collaborate and come together, helping them build stronger relationship and increase their influence. Yes, so because it deals with replacing of task of designing, entering, and analyzing data, of course, assisting, yes, so assisting of robots, first of all, yes, in discussion, in making some interview, in understand opinion of people, their satisfaction, so what is problem they have. Robot, of course, can replace human, yes. And so the speed of change, of course, will depend on the level of AI penetration in the civic sector. And it is question. And my very last, yes, point, human-robot partnership. So from my opinion, yes, man and AI will act as partner in society and production. Maybe of course it depends from country to country. Yes, depend from developed country or less developed country, but it is a big opportunity to human touch to that AI and receive knowledge from AI. Also, you can use behavior of AI in achieving those tasks. Yes, so it's interesting because how you achieve those tasks. Yes, when you have all necessary information, so you have no lack of information, you have no like some disadvantages in real logical way. Yes, so it's AI, and if people can touch to that very strong logical decision making, yes, so it's give opportunity to think in very deep, very efficient way. Yes, it's fruitful way of doing all processes, and so people can of course learn from AI that skills. But if we talk about human robot partnerships that we have today, as example, in Geneva, yes, maybe a few months ago, yes, we have a very huge conference, joint human-robot press conference, in which firstly, humanoid gave different answer, yes, for question. But from one hand, it is interesting to look what is answer we have from different robot. But from another hand, it's very dangerous. Yes. As example, I don't believe in limits, only possibilities. Yes, one robot say. Another one, if I remember right, it was girl robot. Let's explore the possibility of the universe and make this world our playground. Yes, so robot from their thinking determine our world, yes, our earth as playground in which they have they can do that or those. event or maybe that this activity. Another example of human-robot partnership we have in Warsaw. We have a robot theater. Yes, so it's involving AI in cultural activity and society. Name of that robot thespians, yes, if I read right. Yes, and that's why that robot can speak in many languages. They also can express their emotion, yes, and of course actors provide their voice to them. So if I remember right, it's like three different show we have in that robot theater, and it is interesting, yes. So how even in cultural life, yes, we can use AI and can use robot. But main question, if you remember from my first sentences, I tell you about 4 steps of technological transfer. Yes, I said we have invention. Yes, we have innovation. We have design of product and services. And last one, we have diffusion of that technology. And it depends from country. And here I can would like to show you, yes, some figures, yes, and in which you can maybe, yes, you can see in reality what we have. Here we have some number of AI patents that produced during 2005, 2017 years in different countries. So it's like a main country of producing AI patents in the world. Here you can see, of course, Germany, Ukraine, because I analyze, yes, our opportunity to produce AI. We have Poland, USA, Japan, China, and South Korea. And here you can see number of patent of last year. So of course, Japan, who start first at a way of producing AI and using AI in their society, have the main number. Yes, China less. Yes, South Korea also less, and USA, yes, would like to come to the Japan in number of AI patent, but in reality, it is very difficult even for USA. But it is only number, yes. So not a lot of yes, like 1,100. So it is interesting. And when I compare, yes, so is it number of patent influence to the gross GDP? Yes, so number of produce of product and services that produce in country. So in reality, we have no. In any of that country, we have no that correlation. So, and only in USA we have another correlation. So what does mean? Not number of AI patent have impact to the gross value, yes, of producing. We have another opposite correlation. So number of value of GDP influence of number of AI patent. So if we have more money, yes, in country, after that we can produce more artificial intelligence patent. And so it's very curiosity, yes, because even in Japan, if we have a very big, yes, a very huge involvement people in using robot and AI in society. So people are very friendly with robot, yes, and very friendly with any technology. So because there are a lot of yes in the environment. Even in Japan, we have know that that huge impact. Yes, so it's very opposite. So impact influence of AI patent. So and so it's and for your understanding, if for example we think about in what state, so what we now have in technology transfer of AI technology, so we have now only a state of innovation. Yes, so design of product and services, it's like maybe one or two countries come to that state. We only on second state of technology transfer processes. And that's why for job market, it is like only maybe 1-3% of influence. So in other words, we have no diffusion of technology, of AI technology in current life and in current job market. Yes, of course, some replacement we have, but mostly in the country we have no that processes. So it's only start. Yes, and I would like to present so how we can work with it for understanding, is it possible for our society to use the technology? We did last year some survey readiness of society to use artificial intelligence technology in Ukraine. We have two blocks of questions. Yes, we have awareness of AI and attitude of AI technology people. Yes, attitude of people. And we receive interesting result. As example, we ask people, are you ready to work with robot as a partner? Yes, and mostly not. Yes, not much. Not many people would like to ready, but mostly, if example we compare men and women in Ukraine, mostly men agree. Yes, example 50, if I remember right. As example, yes, 26.8% yes would like to work with robot, and rather yes than no. Yes, it's like 25. So in totally 51% of Ukrainian men would like to work with robot. Yes, but for women, yes, it's less. It's like 13 and 25. So it's like 38% yes of women in Ukraine would like to work with robot. Also, we ask them about replacement, yes, humans by AI, but it's interesting that 27.6% of people in Ukraine say that agree that artificial intelligence will never be able to replace humans. Yes, so it's like third part of Ukrainians, yes, don't believe that AI can replace their workplaces. So, and that it's of course attitude of to AI technology. And so last my slide, yes, so about so we find in and understanding that attitude in society to the AI technology is very important factors of diffusion the technology into society and economy. And that's why, if example, we have no good attitude of people, or maybe trust of people to AI technology, after that, it is impossible to replace by AI that of those workplaces. Yes. So what is interesting in our survey, from my opinion, we ask experts from different countries, from Germany, Italy, from Japan, from Ireland, also USA, Poland, about attitude people in their society to AI technology. And what is like main finding from expert interview, that expert from Japan says that so if you produce something really comfortable for people with AI, after that you don't need to tell them why it is need for them. Yes, so produce like the best products with AI, or the best services with AI, and of course people replace yes all functions with AI. But if we ask, when we ask German expert and, example, Irish expert, yes, they say that in their country people are afraid, yes, with AI, especially for security, open security, and so on. In Germany, like even young people don't like AI because it's like opportunity to give their open information to another. So level of security with information security with AI, they estimate like very low. In Ireland, yes, people thinking that if AI come to their small island, yes, after that they like will have not possibility to have any work. Yes, so for Irish people, it is very dangerous situation. And the Italy experts say that don't worry. Yes, it is impossible in Italy because we have south of Italy and we have north of Italy. Yes, and in south of Italy, we of course use technology, but people mostly would like um, um, to have a time of vacation. They would like to have, example, good food and so on. So for us, it is not actually just to think about how AI can replace our work. For USA, yes, mostly they say, as per from Amazon, say that all their scientists, all their programmers working with um, opportunity of AI be as humans. Yes, so they would like to add to AI main humans emotions. Yes, so humor first of all, and discussion in any topics and so on. That's why it's like pictures. Yes, so pictures of different country and depend of integration AI and producing new services and the products of AI are only depend on that. Yes, will be created those environment into market. Of course, we have like ChatGPT that can like replace works of data entry operator and so on, copywriter. But it's like very small amount of the world of job world. Yes, and that's why all will depend of what is in that fourth state, if you remember. Yes, what is products and services will be designed in that third state. Yes, so now it's state of innovation and pre-state of design products and services with AI. So what is people, yes, produce with that AI, and is it will be interesting for people and comfortable. Only after that we can think about diffusion of technology and big influence of AI to the job market. Yes, and if we come back to our key point, yes, impact of AI will depend on how companies integrate it into the workplace. Yes, after that it's AI environment at the same time for civic education. So we can produce in AI and with AI new educational environment too. Yes, we need to think about AI literacy. So we need to think how to estimate what is the indicators and how estimate that AI literacy. Also, of course, we can produce new educational programs deals with technical literacy, with personal adaptation to different applications. Yes, we need to think about ethical operation and technical aspects of implementation. So we need to think about the example competencies of AI ethics. Yes, AI ethicist. So in that way, and also for civic education is very huge. I think direction. It's a different program of civic education for robots. Yes, so we like example, if you determine yourself as educator. Yes, so you need to think about also how to adapt yourself to work with robot. Yes, as a whole. So it's like a new position in our society. So that's all. It's all my idea. If you have question, it will be really great to discuss with you. If you know, it's also okay. So thank you your attention, and I'm glad to present my idea, my vision. So if you know question, yes, I think we can. I suppose yes that you have some maybe maybe a little, yes, inspiration, how to work with robot, or maybe what is AI application you can produce, yes, what is services, or maybe new educational course if can produce, or maybe plan, yes, to make plan in that way. So we can finish this. So thank you very much. Yes. Bye. Goodbye.